What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Comic Book Nerd, where we talk all things major movie television news. And today, The Marvels has officially released in theaters. I just got done watching the film, just got home about an hour or two ago. I was working on the Sports Lovers video, so go subscribe to that channel if you guys aren't already. But regardless, this is going to be a little bit of a review, ending explained, and a post-credit scene explained combined all into one video, because we have a ton of videos coming about Loki's finale that we still have not yet gotten to on the channel. Excuse me for a second there. But regardless, we're going to talk about that Marvel's post-credit scene and the ending explained and give a little bit of a review about it as well. So, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to drop a like and subscribe so you guys don't miss out on any of the latest videos. We post every single day. Without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right in to some Marvel's content. So, really quickly, here's your official spoiler warning. This is a very, very spoiler-free video. I'm not sure why you clicked on this video. If you guys just don't care, let me know in the comments, comments. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop right in. So overall, I really didn't mind the movie. The movie really wasn't that bad for me. The only problem with the movie, in my opinion, was the villain and a little bit of the CGI. The CGI was kind of iffy. Disney does need to work on its CGI. But the villain felt a little bit rushed. It didn't feel like a main MCU villain. I get that her sacrifice didn't really mean much to the majority of the story in the MCU. Now, I really didn't mind the story of this movie, but specifically just for this movie. I like the idea at the end where Monica went back to the universe, so we'll talk about the post-credit scene coming up here shortly. But I really didn't mind this movie. This movie was a pretty lighthearted film. It was funny. It got serious at times. Kamala Khan stole the show. Like a lot of people have been saying recently, Iman Vellani stole the show as Kamala Khan in this film. Her and Teyonah Parris really killed their roles. All three of them really carried their roles. And Nick Fury even did a really good job. So the entirety of the cast, for the most part, except, again, the villain, did need a little bit of work. But the entirety of the cast, for the most part, did really, really outstanding acting jobs. The writing wasn't bad. It got iffy at times, but most of the jokes, for me at least, landed, and I really like the Black Girl Magic joke that we've seen in the end of the trailers, but most of it landed for me. I really enjoyed this film. Valkyrie's cameo was pretty cool. Now, my really only kind of logical reasoning, I guess you would say, behind this is if they could have gotten Valkyrie to take the Skrulls back, why couldn't they have called Valkyrie again to, take all those humans and put them on Earth and bring a couple other ships or something like that? That would have been logical. Keep her in the act of the film just because there wasn't anybody. Again, they used the word they so many times in this last trailer that I thought it was going to be someone else. I'm sure a lot of people did too. Like, it could have been Nova. It could have been Thor. It could have been somebody as cool as that character, but they chose Valkyrie only in for one specific cameo in one part of the movie. But the cameo did fit. I really enjoyed that cameo by Valkyrie, so let's go ahead and hop into the ending explained. Alright, so here's the official spoiler warning, and really quickly, before we get into the post-credit scene and ending explained, for the most part, my rating for this film really just stays the same. It's really a 6.5 for 7 out of me. 7 out of 10, 6.5 out of 10, wherever you want to rank it. The audience actually really, really enjoyed this film, especially shown on Rotten Tomatoes. But I give it a 6.5 or a 7 out of 10 in my book. It was really good. There were some bad parts to it. It could have done better. But overall, I really enjoyed the film. It was a fun, lighthearted film for the most part. And it was a really, really good film. 6.5, 7 out of 10 for me. That's really what I would rate it out of 10 in the comments. Let me know yours in the comments as well. So, without further ado, official spoiler warning for the ending. I already did a spoiler warning, but if you stayed this far, I don't know why you haven't clicked off yet. 3, 2, 1, let's dive into the ending. Okay, so after Monica does her huge sacrifice at the end and she ends up in an alternate universe, we'll talk about which universe that could be coming up here towards the end of the video. We see that they get back on their ship and such like that. But after that, and after their whole little sacrifice thingy that she explains what happened to Monica Rambeau, Kamala does to Nick Fury, Captain Marvel comes back, they end up on Monica Rambeau's home. They basically go back to her home and basically unload all of that stuff that was in her old home, and I believe they're going to sell the house or they may keep it. But regardless of that, after all of that, Kamala Khan probably is told by Nick Fury here to go and start a team of young Avengers, I guess you would say, and that's probably what they're doing. But Kamala Khan goes to see Haley Steinfeld's Kate Bishop in New York. Now, again, Jersey City is very, very close to New York, so she's going to go out and start recruiting all these young Avengers for a Young Avengers film, and we've been hearing a lot of rumors, and she's basically saying, hey, you're not the only young hero around. So what they want to do is start a team, and she is recruiting Kate Bishop's Hawkeye for that Young Avengers team, and that is a Young Avengers setup right then and there in the MCU. They're going to start the Young Avengers very, very soon. Hopefully, it is within the next few years, and they can get the ground rolling with that, with Tommy and Billy as well from WandaVision, and hopefully there's some other characters like maybe Kid Loki if they had somehow bring him back as well. But they are officially starting. This is the start of the Young Avengers. I'm interested to see who's going to be on that Young Avengers roster, if you're asking me. Again, Kate Bishop, Kid Loki will be on there. Billy and Tommy most likely would also be on that team as well. So I'm very, very interested. And then Peter Parker, of course, would be on the Young Avengers as well. So I'm interested to see who else they recruit. And yes, of course, Kate Bishop says yes. And that is where we end the film. So Miss Marvel is officially recruited. I'm pretty sure Nick Fury did tell her to go recruit Hawkeye's Kate Bishop's Hawkeye, and that's where we end up, because again, Jersey City's not that far from New York, so we've learned. So that is the ending explained. She is setting up the Young Avengers in this one, and I'm surprised that they used Miss Marvel as a Young Avengers main focal point of that team. You'd think they do it with Tom Holland's Spider-Man, but again, all that legal stuff with Sony, I'm sure that has to be worked out as well. So that's probably why they didn't go with that. However, I am shocked that they did use Kamala Khan, but overall, I really enjoyed that setup. I like that setup in the MCU. The Young Avengers team, I'm interested, again, in that roster. Who's going to be on the Young Avengers team other than those two? And, of course, Kate Bishop agrees. So that's where we end the film. Now, the post-credit scene is really, really cool in my opinion. And, yes, it was the rumored post-credit scene that I reported on earlier at the channel. If you guys did not see, we did a post-credit scene rumored video for the Marvels. And we basically said, hey, Beast is going to appear. Monica Rambeau is going to be in an alternate universe. And that is what happens in this film. After she does her great sacrifice, she had to stay on the other side of that wall. And that is where we get the return of Beast in this film, or in the post-credit scene of this film. He says that Charles Xavier wants to take a look at her. So I am assuming that, again, and we saw the X door behind that, and that was confirmed to be an X Mansion scene. Again, I'm interested in what timeline this is going to be, because we know, again, that X-Men 97 is going to come out next year. Kevin Feige's confirmed that. I don't think this is an X-Men 97 team or the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness timeline either, but I'm curious to see if this is going to be, one, a new reality or an existing reality that we haven't seen yet, or if they're creating one right here, right now. And, of course, Monica Rambeau's mother also appears, and Maria Rambeau appears as Bright Star, I believe is what they call it in the film. She obviously is a very, very powerful being. We'll get into who that is later, and we'll talk about that coming up on other videos. But that is basically setting her up to stay in that universe, and that's the whole premise of Secret Wars. Once again, other universes colliding with each other, so I'm interested if they're going to call her an X-Men or something like that in the MCU. But Charles Xavier does get hinted at here in this post-credit scene, so he exists in this one, and we've seen Charles Xavier get killed off by, like, what, 3 or 4 times now in the MCU movies. So I'm interested to see which version or character this is going to be played by, and if this universe is going to be showing up in Deadpool 3, and if she will show up in Deadpool 3 as well. That's where all of this is going, Avengers Secret Wars. Anyway, though, let me know what you guys think of the Marvels in the comments down below. Did you enjoy the movie? I really enjoyed the movie. I give it about a 6.5 or 7 out of 10 in my book. It's a really, really good film. There were some parts that didn't hit, but again, that comes with every movie, and this movie really, really did pretty good for me. I enjoyed this film a lot. However, that is where I'm going to end the video. Let me know what you thought of the video in the comments down below. What you thought of the post-credit scene and the ending explained. Did I get it right? They're going to set up Young Avengers here coming up in the next few years. That's what I am expecting them to do. And then, of course, my rating is a 6.5 out of 10. So, let me know yours in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn that bell on, as we have a Loki video coming straight after this. Again, thank you all so much for watching, sticking around with me. I will see you guys in the Loki video. Peace.